What's up with it, everyone? Welcome back to Someone's PC. We have the OG4 once again, plus Drew Bennett Kennett. He might as well be number 5, because he was number 5. We were gonna add him to Someone's PC team. Today we're gonna talk about the Utah regionals that no one here is going to except for Drew. So good thing he's on the video. All right. I know earlier in our expanded video I complained about expanded having way too many decks. There's too much variety and stuff. I just wrote down the list of stuff we're going to talk about today, and it's about twice as long. So, is it eye-opening? I don't know. This format kind of sucks. It's too much.
Just add WAP. Just add WAP.
I think Dylan might be caught up. Maybe. He might have
heard. At least know what's being
He might
played.
have heard of Laurentis. He's like, I haven't seen it played though.
It's like a bigger Vespiquen, but
yeah,
not really.
It really is.
It's not really.
No.
Just kidding.
Stage 1 though. Get there.
Get there.
All right. So we're gonna start by saying, Decidueye Plume.
Terrible.
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 Deck's off. It's
What?
such a bad call.
Holy crap,
It's a
Dylan.
great-
Dylan, do you know what it is? Do you know what that deck does?
Of course I know what that deck does.
Okay.
It's a very fun deck where you get to turn one item off your opponent and they don't get to play cards.
Nice. All
It's
right.
fine.
The odds of it seeing play, or sorry, how many times do you expect to play it at the tournament, Drew?
One probably day 2.
Day 2.
Really?
I'll play it against it once in day 2.
So you think
Because
there's more
one.
hate to it than there is?
I
actual
think
playing of
every deck we're about to talk about beats it.
So are you also accounting for like the West Coast meta?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pure dark.
Okay.
Okay.
Pure dark and pure Volcania.
Wait till
Mark, Dylan, anything else to add?
No.
All right, this video is gonna be way too
I mean-
long if we just sit here and chill on every deck.
I
I feel like Decidueye Plume needs like a little bit of massaging.
I think that this is just based on what I've read, that it's going to be a little more pop. Like, I would expect to play against it like once or twice. But again, I haven't been to many tournaments. But I also agree with what Drew said. It's kind of based on like the articles and stuff that I've been reading. It seems that people are trending towards like hating on it more than playing it themselves.
Yeah, it's got a
Sure.
gigantic target on its back.
And here's the thing. I played it for Australia. That deck is so fragile. Anything that goes wrong, you just lose the game. If you don't get the float stone on Vileplume, you get Lysandered, you're in a terrible spot. If you play against someone with one Wob in their deck, you're in a terrible spot. Like, it's just such a fragile deck.
I mean, if you go first and they don't start WoW, and then you item off and turn WoW.
Right.
But yeah,
Right,
that's
there
cool.
we go.
If that's what you're hoping for every game. It's
But
not.
the turn 1 Vileplume is not as consistent as it is in expanded.
Yeah.
So
Oh, by the way, side note, Dylan, Chris played Groudon this weekend. He didn't open Wobbuffet against the Decidueye Plume, so he just lost. He just got he sat there and got bopped for for like 8 turns. I walked by and I was like, "You misplayed, dog." He's like, "Well, where?" And I was like, "You didn't open Wobbuffet, dude." This is why you gotta make top 8, man. You gotta open that. All right. Someone asked a question about this is Decidueye Laurentis or Laurentis Plume, Lordy. Do you even expect to see it? I think the deck sucks. Chris?
No.
No?
Nope.
Mark?
Nope.
No.
Drew or Dylan? Is it childish? Is it good?
It's underwhelming. Flower Supply is
played with the
underwhelming.
EVs, man.
It's still underwhelming. Flower Supply for 40.
Mhm.
If they take
I
an
will
Oko one.
go ahead.
Oh no, it's cool. I'm just gonna complain. Go ahead.
I was a big Manetric player, and Laurentis just seems so bad compared to
It
Manetric.
does. It's not Turbo Bolt. Turbo Bolt was 110.
Loads and
So-
110. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that deck only has Vileplume going for it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'd rather play Umbreon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Umbreon and Vileplume. Alright, second of all, or third of all, Umbreon Vileplume. Is it overrated? I actually tested the deck for a few hours, and I will say yes. That guy must have drawn pretty darn well. And I don't know, I got bought by Volcanion, and I kind of took the deck and threw it away. So, that's my thoughts on it. Have you guys ever tested it, or don't really have an opinion on it? It just seems like a Vileplume plus Umbreon kind of thing going on. It's like you can Dark Call GX, and then under item lock they pretty much lost, which is pretty dirty. But
I mean,
Yeah.
I've played against it a few times, but then again, I've been playing Groudon all week.
stupid.
So
So it
That
never
deck-
mattered. Yeah, free wins.
I feel like all these Vileplumes decks are just gonna have collateral damage with these wobs that are getting added to everything.
Agree.
Yeah.
Dylan, any opinion on it?
I haven't played the deck, but from my testing with Umbreon in general, I just don't like the card that much right now.
Bastard.
I know that goes against what you would say, but I'm not a huge fan of Umbreon right now. It has some things going for it, but there's some matchups that I think it has trouble overcoming, no matter what you pair it with.
Bro,
There's
Dark
so
Call me
many
maybe.
Dude, Dark Hole, man.
But I've never been a fan of Dark. I mean, I never play like Yveltal
Yes,
Dark and all
Dylan.
that stuff.
Me and Dylan are on the same page
I,
here.
I went Enhanced Hammer, Team Flare Grunt, and then Dark Hole GX in a single turn. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
It's
in a format where everybody just has no way to recover energies and stuff, like any kind of energy denial deck is going to be really good. I'd rather play Lapras if you want to go energy denial.
nah,
Yeah.
no. Let's not be a child.
Let's do that, yo.
I don't want to collect all the things. All right. So we'll talk about that next. Quad Lapras. I hate the deck. It's boring. I hate using collect every single turn. What else has got going for it? It's really good. I think it's good.
I love it.
If I had to play it, I would copy Ben's list from Complexity Card Gaming over in Europe. Benjamin Pham. He threw like the one Wobbuffet in with the Flowstone and the Switch, and then they went quad Flare Grunt. Which I don't know if the
I
original one
think
did.
Eric Gansman did the same thing too. I don't know.
Gansman copied Ben's.
Okay.
Yeah,
like I
they
said, I
were
don't know
they were
if it's,
talking with each other about it.
Yeah, they're all
apparently.
homies about it. You know.
The only difference with
But he
what
gave
the
it.
list
The only
I
difference is
has-
he gave him credit in his.
Hey, shut up.
Yeah, Drew, learn.
The only difference is I play a Manaphy in my Quad Lapras also.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's
Because then it
childish.
makes it so you can do the Whale Lord retreat rough seas strategy.
Collect,
Stop-
retreat.
Stop dropping juice on these people, man.
Dude,
I know.
it's good.
Yeah.
It's an
That's how
article,
I
bro.
play mine.
Mark or Chris, you guys hate the deck.
I like it,
So you can
I
play
like
Groudon
it,
and beat it. Yeah.
but I hate it.
All right. No.
Shut up.
All right, Mark.
So I actually hated it at first, and then I played like 15 games with it, and now it's like one of my favorite decks in this format.
You have like an 18 card hand by turn 3. The deck's ridiculous.
I feel like it's a really childish
Yeah,
deck.
and you're like collect, and then they like grunt you, and you're like, that's fine. Touch another energy,
Yeah.
collect. So
But I do like it with Wob more.
I think it's very strong.
Yeah,
It's super boring though. Couldn't do that.
it's so
Take
it's
the whole
fun.
day. All right.
You gotta hit heads.
Mega Mewtwo Wobbuffet with Garbodor. Yeah, and one Espeon, because I think that's what the kids are doing nowadays.
Safest play for the weekend.
Yes.
Safest?
Agreed.
What the?
Yeah.
Safest play for this weekend.
Doesn't it have a great like Yveltal matchup and like great
It's not great, but it's
not great.
Some
either.
it's not great, but it's not bad.
Yeah, it's tough.
You
to
don't
beat.
have
it's,
those
it's
hard
tough
losses.
to beat good players with it.
mhm.
I also think the Espeon helps against the Turbo Darkrai matchup a lot
Yes.
because you just divide DX, they're harder.
Yes.
Nothing too crazy. Is there any particular thing we need to mention playing inside that? I would expect most people to be playing one Wob, 2-1 Garbodor, or do you guys use C2-2 nowadays?
2-1 Garb, 1-1 Espeon, I believe.
Yeah.
The typical.
And then now they cut down on a shrine to fit space for that, right? So it's like a 2 Parallel City, 1 shrine kind of thing.
I
going on.
honestly don't know about this stadiums.
Hmm.
I would
I
never.
I
cut
never
a
really
shrine.
care. I played Espeon for like 4 weekends, so every time they flipped over Mewtwo, I was hype. Not much going on. All right, Volcanion. Why is Mewtwo safer than Volcanion, Drew?
Mewtwo honestly just has better matchups. Like Volcanion has a bad Mewtwo matchup, and it has a worse Yveltal Garb matchup than Mewtwo would. So that's why I think it's safer, but I think Volcanion has a higher reward if you play it. Like I personally am Volcanion's one of my options right now.
Childish. Don't do that to
I
yourself.
know.
Come
I know.
on, man.
No
I
one-
thought
no
you
one
were trying to win the
approves,
event. You rep the squad. You don't play Volcanion. Dylan, how do you feel about Volcanion?
I mean, I think it's okay, but I always felt like it was a little overrated, mostly just because of matchups. Like the deck seems really strong on paper, but there's always like ability lock or something that seems to Mega Ray can chain hex and then just kill things. I mean,
Exactly.
there's always things that I don't want to face when I play Volcanion. There's not like enough upside to it.
Yeah. Mark or Chris? Anything juicy? No.
I think it's bad in this format actually
Mm.
because of the amount of ability hate right now between Wobbuffet, Garbodor, and like any deck that's not playing those probably playing multiple copies of Hex. So it's really easy for your opponent to just kind of like lock you out of being able to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So, I guess would say the next deck on the topic list would be something that absolutely destroys Volcanion, which is Mega Ray. Right?
Yeah.
Especially since now they're going hefty Hex
Yeah.
to deal with all the item lock. So, Chris, do you like Mega Ray, and why don't you like it?
I like it, but it doesn't like me. So I would play it, but it doesn't seem to draw well for me. I gotta like talk to Chip about that and see what happens.
Yo, Chris lost to a Delphox break deck at a league.
Stop, dude. That's why here. Of all the places.
That's his
Dude, there were quite
We'll
a few
have a-
Delphox breaks decks in Portland.
Exactly.
What?
Yeah, dude, it's hype.
Ugh.
These are the same kind of guys that tested Incinerator. Incinerator. Oh, we're gonna come up with ideas.
I proceeded to lose to Mega Gardevoir the next round. I was like, ooh, I got this. Redemption.
That was
Nope.
different though. He just kind of boxed you out of the game. That's not Delphi. That's not embarrassing, you know. It was just.
You didn't box me out of the game. I just didn't draw anything. Supporter, please?
Let's not talk about that weekend. That was bad for everybody.
Yeah. Mega Rayquaza. What would be your tech card in it, Dylan?
I would just play the 1/1 Espeon. I think that's good in the meta right now.
Thank you, man. Everyone's playing Magearna and Jolteon, all this childish stuff. Where's my Eevee?
No.
Yeah. Drew, what do you like?
Manaphy.
Drew just wants
Retreat.
Manaphy and everything.
Yeah.
What's the
for real.
retreat?
What's going on with all that purple? The water.
Man.
All right.
I also like Volcanion EX though. Just,
But
sorry.
do you? All right. Do you guys think it's good for this weekend? Everyone.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
I agree with the yes, but that's why I would play 2 Parallel City in my deck.
Right.
Because I ain't trying to deal with this childishness. Yveltal Guard. Everyone's going to copy Azul's list. Posted it publicly. We posted it on our website publicly. You can go see that. someone'spc.com. The list is before the paywall. Blah, 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 blah.
Credit is given.
It's just consistency, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, there's
A
nothing
lot.
special about it. A lot. It's a lot of consistency.
Allah Azul.
Azul.
Azul consistency is like, what's meta?
Would you guys all play the Mewtwo evolution in your deck? Yes, no.
Yes.
Yes.
Dylan?
I mean, I guess so if I was forced to play Yveltal, but I wouldn't play it.
Yeah, of course. Just in general.
Of course.
I don't think anything. There's too much special stuff to talk about yet. So just play the same list that everyone keeps playing. It's a
Right.
good deck. Some people try to fit in BKT. I'm not really sure if that's necessary anymore.
Is BKT not in the deck right now?
I think BKT's good, especially if
Quad Yveltal. Yeah.
Oh, I would play
your base
BKT.
can be popular or Mewtwo.
I know nothing about Yveltal, so.
Do you guys not read Azul's article?
No, I mean I skimmed it.
BKT's pretty good. I mean,
That's
I
fine.
get
We're
it.
all busy. I don't mean nothing by that.
I don't wanna
There's
see
other decks to play. People don't want to learn about Yveltal.
That's true.
I don't want to play against
It
it.
has like the least amount of views. Everyone goes through and like whatever. On to the
Good
next thing. All right. Turbo Darkrai and Darkrai Dragons. We're gonna pair them together, and because all the other one does is beat Vespiquen and then has quicker damage. So, would you guys expect to see a lot of Turbo Dark? And do you think the people that are enthusiasts for Turbo Dark will play it no matter what, even with all the Vileplume around? Mark.
Ooh, it's West Coast, so yes.
But they're Yveltal.
I mean, it's
and,
dark in
and
general.
Turbo. Yeah, I guess so.
I was gonna say it's dark in general over there. Let's be real.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that the dark enthusiasts will consider it, and I would expect to play it at least once.
Yeah, and then with it, I think they'd go with the Olympia, Switch, Escape Rope list instead of the 3 Escape Rope because there's no more.
Yeah, Olympia just makes more sense, especially if you're expecting to play against Item Lock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Agreed. Anyone else got anything else to add?
Yeah, I actually think it's really good, especially against Decidueye Vileplume because it locks them out of special energy, so they can't Razor Leaf, and it also takes the stadium away.
Mm-hmm. This is referring to Darkrai Dragons, of course.
Yeah.
Would you play Parallel City or Silent Lab as your stadium?
Both. It still has room for both. Like, are you talking about which one I would go 2-1 over?
Yeah.
I would go 2-1 on the Parallel.
Yeah.
2 Parallel, 1 Lab.
Drew or Dylan? Not that you guys would play the deck, obviously. But
No, I mean I think it'll still see play though. Like people played Yveltal when Manectric was like around like way back when. So people that like Dark just play it even if it has bad matchups. They
Yeah.
don't care if it's just like Dark.
It doesn't have bad matchups.
I'm not
I'm-
saying it does or doesn't right now. I'm just saying they play it when it has bad matchups. So if it's neutral, they're definitely gonna play it.
Yeah.
Beat your Vespiquen.
Vespiquen's now we're talking.
Yeah.
So the next hype list I would be talking about is Mega Gardevoir, which I think a lot of people are sleeping on, and there's been a huge transition to Mega Ray, so I don't think it's a good call right now. Most of them are going to be copying Brad's list that he posted on his Facebook, and I think it's a list that Pablo also did for the Tablemon series.
Yes.
Yep.
And that list was actually created by ARG's Jimmy Pendarvis, or he helped brainstorm with Brad. So the fact that Brad's getting all the like hilarious credit for it is super funny.
Yes,
But-
it's weird. Jimmy wanted to leave a couple with it too, but
Yeah, but no one cares about that because he doesn't post online or go crazy or anything. So 3 Hex Maniac are in this Gardevoir list. I think it's just to deal with the heavy amount of Vileplume,
And Greninja.
Yeah.
which is non-existent.
sorry, Drew.
Yeah, sorry. Kind of went with something else, buddy.
I know.
Yeah, easy. We'll get there. Do you guys like M Gardevoir for this weekend? I personally don't. I think it's gonna get destroyed. It loses to the Yveltal people. Darkrai still has a strong matchup against it unless they go like hefty Fairy Drop, which they've dropped from the list. So I don't know. I don't think it's too strong. Dylan, what do you think?
I think if it's like all Dark and Mewtwo and they go back to the heavy Fairy Drop, it could be okay. But if there's like a decent amount of Mega Ray, then it's probably not a good call at all because there's no way that you can win that matchup reliably.
Yeah, Drew, do you have M Guardy on your list or
No,
definitely?
definitely not. Not at all.
Chris or Mark, anything juicy to add?
No, it really depends. If people are running Mewtwo, then go ahead. If they're running Mega Ray, don't.
It's probably the most meta-dependent deck of all of them on the list. Like, it needs the exact perfect meta in order to perform well.
Like
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. Now on to the weird stuff. Espeon Wobbuffet. I guess we'd say the build I kind of popularized, but there's like a general build out there that people are kind of going and playing with. I think with the heavy amount of like Mega Ray and trying to think what else to lose to.
Mega Ray was your worst matchup.
No. Mega Ray wasn't the worst matchup. Gardevoir was.
Is it? Oh, Dark.
That was a literally
Oh.
auto loss. They just evolve and you die.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm thinking it's actually good. I don't hate it.
You
'Cause
just
the-
like divides
The
Jets,
way,
man.
the way we just shat on M Guardy, I'm pretty sure some people were being like, all right, I'm not gonna touch it, or they're gonna try and like pro read, which is what everyone tried to do in Texas, which was a butt ton of Mewtwo. Then the M Guardy kind of got there.
Wasn't Turbo Dark a bad matchup for you too?
Yes, that's if you suck though. Like, if you don't play 2 Hoopa STS, because the Hoopa won that matchup, plus the Bursting Balloon.
Mm.
Also, if they play correctly, it's really tough. Like sometimes people like to swing in the Bursting Balloon for some reason because they really want to kill the Hoopa. So, it's weird. I actually added a Flare Grunt into the list, which helped me against Igor when I got second on the Saturday event. So
Yeah, helped you lose to Igor.
no, if I played the second one, it'd have been fantastic. What I lost to Igor is called playing like crap, so that works too. He made like 3 misplays. I made like 8. It was a lot of fun. So, yay, deck out. Umbreon Wobbuffet. Dylan, I know you hate it. Don't worry about it. I think it's the call. Like, it is the play. If I was in Utah right now, I'd be playing it 200%. With Parallel City instead of Silent Lab, because I don't think anyone's going to go Volcanion all that much. And if they do, I'm pretty sure I can beat them with the Vaporeon. So, we'll see how that goes. Drew, how do you like Umbreon? Have you even peeked at my list? I know you've been busy.
No, yeah, I've played like 2 games with it or something.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I feel like it doesn't have amazing matchups. It just has good matchups.
50-50s.
Right, exactly.
Like Yveltal expanded. It's like,
Right.
it has the tools, but, you know, you still have you have to do the contract work to
Right.
fix the tornado that hit your house. You know.
So it'll take months.
Yeah, it'll take a few months before everything goes down. Mark, Chris, anything to add? Umbreon. I mean, you saw me play with this weekend. I was like a tactician.
I loved it when I watched it in action. I was like, I feel like the meta at our cup this past weekend is probably going to be what we're going to see in Utah.
Yeah. And I punched it right on the nose. Oh, and you play a Sableye AOR, and you pretty much body Lapras. It's really fun. I was testing it for like 3 games a day.
Yo, what's that even do?
It copies the supporter out of your opponent's discard pile for an attack. So there's some turns where I was like VS Seeker, Flare Grunt, and then I used their own Delinquent on the Rough Seas. And I kind of looked at them like...
Ugh.
And then they missed the energy for the turn, so they couldn't collect. And I drew for the turn, and then used like a Shadow Bullet and try to put on pressure from there. And as soon as I got to energy removal, I was like, all right, enough of that. And, like, retreated back into the Sableye. And I went Lysander for my attack on Lapras that they benched without energy, and then for the turn I like Cuckooed or some kind of crowd to draw, and then eventually got into like some chaos. But it was pretty darn juicy. I kind of want to add a Carbink Energy Keeper just to solidify that matchup, but it's unnecessary for a high level tournament. Yeah, if you haven't seen it already, this list is disgusting. I played 2 Jolteon. I was pissed. Like, I looked around and I was like, look at all these Mega Ray Veltal players. Punish them. Then they made a Garbodor.
Can't they just text you and then Jolteon doesn't work and then they one-shot
They have a
you
Garbodor.
and then you can't?
How did they one-shot me? What? You mean, Mega Ray?
Yeah, Mega Ray.
Well, Dylan, I can't give away all the lists because we put it behind a paywall. But there's like 9 cards to hate on that deck.
I mean, I know that there's cards to hate on that deck, but I still think that it's not as easy as you would have.
No, dude. It's actually really good. I have a Wobbuffet too.
I know.
So
I mean,
you have a Jolteon, and it has this card on it called Assault Vest, and then you strafe for 60, and the next turn you one-shot with a Shadow Bullet. And if they Hex Maniac you, they have to Hex over a Wobbuffet. And then you play Energy Removal plus Dark Call GX, and then Paralocity them to 3, and then they have to have 8 Pokemon to one-shot your Umbreon.
I mean, if they just go first and get their setup, assuming that you didn't start with the Wobbuffet, then it's pretty easy for them to just hex because that's kind of all they have to do.
Why you always assume Russ ain't going to get
first-
Wobbuffet, but you always have it?
Because it's only
If you
one.
don't Wobbuffet. I
whatever.
also don't like Mega Ray that much in in standard. I don't think it's as consistent. But maybe
I
I'm
don't
picky. Just because I like Battle Compressor in it.
I suppose. I don't know. I think Mega Ray is really good.
Yeah. I think your Mega Ray list is pretty good. No one plays it like
Okay.
you. You know?
Maybe
We
the other
discussed
Mega
that.
Ray list in
We
general.
discussed that a while.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe the other Mega Ray
Is
list are not
his
as
build still
consistent.
valid?
Yeah, he plays Unknown. Mega Ray don't change. It's like 3 cards.
You can play Unknown with the with what's
You know,
it
it
called?
definitely updated a little bit, but I think the general concept is still there. But yeah.
Yeah. Moving on, Vespiquen. All right, Dylan, go crazy.
I mean, I think it's good, especially if everybody counters the Decidueye Vileplume, which you can throw in some Wobbuffets and still have like a pretty good fighting chance against. You beat a lot of the counter decks, or at least 50-50 then.
You
I think it's great.
Lapras.
You do.
Yeah.
Auto.
I mean, for a DCE, you kill everything, and then they only get 1 prize in return. So you just trade 2 for 1 against everything, and then you win.
Would you play Zebstrika, or it's unnecessary right now with all the Mega Ray and Yveltal?
No, I would definitely play Zebstrika. I don't know why people are taking it out for the evolutions, then they just hex you, and then you don't win anymore.
Ask Rahul, man. I don't know. Did he
Like-
play Zebby?
Actually, I've been talking to Raul about Vespi, and he's like, no, yeah, I would definitely play Zebstrika.
Yeah, like
So,
if you play Zorak, they just don't fill up their bench, and then because they don't need to kill your things, and they just play hacks, and then the game gets a lot harder.
oh, no, our list plays Zoroark, too.
I don't think.
You're
I mean,
wildin'.
you could play both. You could play both. There's
It's
some
juicy.
other thing. You could play both.
This is could
don't
play
think-
both from the man that fit a 2/2 auxiliary line in his list with a lucky helmet. You could play
You can put whatever you want in there.
Play 2/2 Zoroark. Or you could play lucky helmet, and when they end you don't care.
Yeah, I think that
reverse
there's other
seeker, man.
cards
You
that
don't need
I
all
would
4.
think it's bad, but it's not terrible to play both. It's not terrible to play both. I just think it's bad to exclude Substrike completely.
Okay, I
Play
agree
the
with that.
evolution.
I definitely play Zebby. I like free wins.
I like the deck a lot, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since you wanted to talk about this deck and you specifically said put it on the list, Gyarados, why does it suck?
It sucks because Decidueye is a card, but without Decidueye, it's just amazing.
Drew, people are throwing Decidueye in random stuff.
I don't care.
Like, someone at our League Cup plays Wobbuffet Decidueye.
Right,
He
those
says,
are
I just
the...
open Wob, set up, I retreat Decidueye, and then we're good to go. I was like,
All I have to do
I'm
is
calling
dodge
Aaron out over
round
here.
1. I just gotta dodge round 1, and then I'm good.
I mean, I think I agree that if you don't hit Decidueye, Gyarados is pretty attack.
You just have very positive matchups versus everything else.
So that would be your glass cannon.
Oh yeah, it's my highest risk but highest reward right now. I am strongly considering it.
That's a solid reward. All right.
I regret not playing it for Australia.
What'd you play again?
Decidueye Plume,
Stop.
Yeah.
Mm.
the worst.
What, everyone else would have just got wrecked.
Dude,
Yeah, I went
even
4-5.
played. He played the Hoot Hoot Plume. He knew what he was doing. The
Proclaimed Knight.
Proclaimed the
Dude.
Night.
That's what I mean. Alex Hill top 8s with the same exact list. That's just how fragile Vileplume is.
I agree. Maybe he just pilots it better because that's the logic.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
That's the
obviously.
logic, though.
He got Vileplume, right?
Oh, Ryan Sablehouse won like 4-5 at St. Louis with the Volcano list. Rahul top 4. Hmm?
Right, exactly. Just,
Okay. Anyone else have an opinion on Gyarados? I think it sucks.
I'm not.
Same logic. Glass cannon. Da da da. You finally hit the matchup you want. You prize 2 Magikarp. Go leave this. Like, just get out. Go home.
I feel like you just want to play the decks the 50-50 everything. You gotta play the high risk, high reward play.
No.
exactly.
You're talking to the man that played Carbink. Are you kidding me? Against Drew, against Kenny, they flipped over Greenwich, and I was like, okay, I'm sorry. we can walk away right now, man.
Sorry I sat across from you.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to sit down here.
I don't know. I always go the high risk.
I look across the table at Kenny. I look left. I see dark cards, lightning cards. I look right. Dark cards, lightning cards. I was like, yeah, that's fine. Totally fine. Justice in this world. The final deck, the one that caused us a whole bunch of controversy, and for some reason, you got to give credit where credit's due. That's all it is. Solgaleo Lurantis. I mean, it's never gone. Do you play Wobbuffet in it, Drew? Yes or no?
Yes, 2.
Have you consulted the group chat for the Solgaleo Lurantis?
No. I've talked to Raul for like a second.
Oh, so we're cutting Rahul now. Come on, Drew. Come on, man. Don't
Sorry,
do
my
this to
bad.
us. I don't want that thing to happen again.
Just give
Alright,
it the
fine,
credit
fine.
now. Just give the
Fine.
credit now.
No.
man.
Okay.
I built it 100% myself, the list I have right now. No credit, whatever.
We're in trouble.
Hmm.
How do I say this? How is this less glass cannon than a stupid Gyarados deck?
It's not. It's just a different...
Glass cannon.
yeah, exactly.
It's
The heck,
like-
it's not made out of glass. It's
I
actually
can
hefty
auto
vocal.
lose to Volcanion, or I can auto lose to Decidueye. Which do I pick?
Does this deck even beat the Decidueye Plume?
Yeah. Oh yeah, with the Wobs it does.
Yeah.
How many Wobs you talking?
2.
Why not 3?
Nah, I don't have room.
You got a lot of basics.
Yeah, I don't have room.
Drop
Make
a
a
Solgaleo. Who
Kutsu.
cares?
If I get one Solgaleo out, I win. Or like one Lurantis.
That's a bold statement, my friend.
It's...
Do
I
you,
just have
do you
to
remember
get
that
one out.
time where you didn't GX attack once against Ryan?
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
Stupid deck. It was
Wow.
great though. It was entertaining.
Great times.
How much has it changed from the previous list that you wrote about?
I added 2 Wobs.
That's it? That's it?
Yep, that's it.
This is
Okay,
this is
so we
elite
might-
PC quality information right here, guys.
He's playing like a 62 card deck. I just added 2 Wobs.
No, I
Nothing
took
else.
out the
So much.
crappy Glaceon.
You know what's really nuts? When we all build decks the night before, or Dylan, 30 minutes before the tournament, and like when we play or like do well or win with it, people are blown away. You're like, how'd you think of that? And I was like, well, I'll tell you the story of when I woke up Dylan because we are about to be 10 minutes late to to top 8, and he looks at me and says, why won't Agislash and Nagametric work? Like, I don't know. He's like, I'll just play some PCL so I beat a Solgo, right? And I was like, oh, because I'm playing Flygon? Yeah, screw you, Russ, right?
There were 2 Traffic Selgor into the top 8.
Oh, there were, but you didn't play either of them, right?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Champion. You beast. But yeah, sometimes we just do that. We just go the night before. Like, Drew probably has like 5 lists in his head right now.
Oh yeah.
And then he'll just look around and be like, I'm feeling X.
Groudon.
Yeah.
I'm feeling Groudon.
It will never be Groudon or
And
a
then,
Darkrai.
then you're laying in bed watching everyone play test, and you're like, all right, I'll go with this deck. Or like you literally write both out. And then you walk up in the morning, go see your friend who knows nothing about what you thought about the night before or anything. And you say, here's my list. What do you think? And they're like, add a teammates. And you're like, oh, teammates does sound good. And then you go through your whole entire list, try to fit a teammates. You drop a Silent Lab for the teammates, and then the Silent Lab would have won you all the games. Happens a lot, Dan. Happens a lot, man.
That exact scenario happens to everyone.
I've been there.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Was it? I was the one who told you to put in teammates, right?
For what?
I don't know. Wasn't this in Anaheim?
No,
Oh, my bad.
No, it was Anaheim teammates. Anaheim was
I
another
think so.
flagrant. I dropped Silent
Oh,
Lab for
yeah,
another
yeah.
flagrant.
Right. My bad.
Fun times. Either way, good luck to everyone playing in Utah Regionals this weekend. If you listen to this just to get your like standard format League Cup information going, please play a consistent deck and don't try and be a hero if you want to get first or second. So.
Something like Vespiquen is what we would recommend.
Yep.
Play Groudon. It'll
Or
win.
Gyarados.
Hey, puppy.
Or Gyarados. Gyarados would be my second choice.
Yeah.
He just
Alright,
likes
guys.
DC.
I'd like to say a final shout out to our sponsors, the Fantastic Store presented by Blowout Cards and Ultimate Guard. Ultimate Guard for all their amazing card supplies and all their beast stuff. The archive has been amazing that we've been using.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys have no idea what that is, just go Google ARK, A-R-K, crap, H-I-V-E, and witness all its glory because it holds like 5 deck boxes in one. And
It's great.
It's all I have to bring to tournaments now. It's so nice.
So efficient. And the Fantastic Store for partnering us for the upcoming tournament streams, the bulk purchasing, which I'm going to put in the description, and just trying to support the Pokemon community and using us as their outlet for it to try and get a solid connection to them. So,
Yeah.
really be
Tournament next Saturday.
Yeah, there's a tournament next Saturday at the Fantastic Store over in Chantilly, Virginia. If you're free and have nothing else to do, I think the League Cups are some hours away, like 3-4 plus, from wherever you're at in Virginia. So please stop on by. It's going to be a great event. We're going to be there. I'm going to be commentating. I think everyone else is going to be playing. So we're going to have fun. I'm going to have fun yelling at people on stream. We're like crapping on their play. And then after they make another play, I'll be like, oh, they were right. I'm wrong. So it'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully Dylan comes out to see us. With whatever he has going on, and in his beast life. Look, he's just sitting there smirking like.
Look at him. No, man. I feel like he's playing poker right now. He's right there.
He's just
You
like,
can see it in his eyes.
That's great. No, we were talking about it last time we were in the video. That I might come down there. Yeah.
That'd be really beast, dude. We'd love to have you.
Yeah.
We just want to chill with you again. That's really all it is. So, thank you guys. Good luck at your events. And I hope you enjoy the new layout that we have going on for Someone's PC. If you don't, please let us know. If you do, throw a 1 in the comments and take it easy.
See you later, guys.
See you later.